Hey everybody, this is Brett, and today I did something that I wasn't really looking forward to for quite a while now, and that is I killed my first chicken, and I've just finished taking all the feathers off of them. I don't know exactly exactly what I'm going to do with those, but since I make millet hull pillows and they're far better than feather pillows, someone's coming up the drive. But anyways, I wanted to show you what this chicken looked like because it's completely different than anything that you see at the store. This chicken was about 6 pounds, and look how yellow. Look at how yellow this chicken is. So yellow. And you'll notice it doesn't have a great big fat breast. The shape of this chicken is very different. It's got big legs. It's been running around eating all of those greens, and the skin is thin. The skin is thin and yellow, and that yellow color is so indicative of a true range-free animal that's been eating greens and bugs and frogs. And you're not going to find that at any grocery store. The only kind of a chicken that you're going to find at a regular grocery store is that Cornish Cross breed, and it's really a Frankenstein chicken. And it's because it's been overly hybrid. It's been bred so many times to get bigger and bigger and to grow as fast as they can possibly get it. And I'm telling you, what you want is not speed for good health. What you want is slow and quality. That's what you want. And Junior here is about 4.5 months old, something like that. 4 months. He's 4 months old, a little bit more. And those Cornish Cross breeds they're butchering them at half that, 2 months. I'm gonna let all these other birds just keep growing. I'm not gonna butcher a whole bunch of them at the same time. I want them to live and enjoy their lives, and that's what they're doing. They're going clear out there. They're going clear out there, some of them. It's amazing. I'll see them over on the neighbor's property over there, and I hope that doesn't cause me grief. But in any case, yeah, I'll show you the chicken after I've cooked them up. I'm gonna probably make a stew. So I fed the head to Chakra, and she likes chicken heads. She chomped it right down. She was a little bit weirded out by this because this has never happened for her before. You know, she's never seen Dad. Well, she didn't watch me do it. She's never seen the results of me killing our own chickens. We always just went to the store. And so I fed her the chicken head, and she has eaten them before from somebody else that gave me chicken heads to feed to her. And so she was familiar with eating chicken heads, but not ours. And when I killed the chicken, I drained the blood into that tub so that I didn't want to waste that either. I let her lick that all up. And so, you know, that's kind of the key, and that's the logical way to do it, to not waste anything. Okay, so I've cleaned the chicken now, and I put everything that we're going to consume on the scale, and it came out to be 4 pounds 4 ounces roughly. That's with the gizzard. That's the gizzard cut open and emptied, and the feet, we're going to throw those in the pot too, and the liver and the heart and the chicken. And then there's some more like little organs like the spleen, I think, and stuff inside. And there's kidneys too. There's a kidney. And so that's a pretty good sized chicken. The ones that you get at the store are anywhere from 4 to 5 pounds generally. So, I mean, and this is not an overly bred chicken like those. This is just a regular breed chicken for the most part. So I gave her some of the neck, and now she's into the house and saying, "Hey Dad, can we eat chicken more often?" Was it good? Okay, so one of the realities of the world that we live in is really difficult, that the chickens that are mass produced in this country are largely used to feed our animals, our cats and our dogs. And they keep them going for a while until they get sick and die, usually because of their eating so much chicken, which is mass produced and very, very poor quality. And so it's just, it's all hard. It's a hard situation having this many people loving this many dogs and cats, etc., and needing what we now have created as mass-produced meat. Right now I have a bunch of beautiful foot friend massage tools ready to go. And this is the best foot massage tool that you can buy. You just stand on it. That's what the plank is for, because you need to be able to hold it really solidly so that you can really dig out the tension in your feet. And when you use the weight of your body to really step down on this and you just work it, you just feel for wherever it's sore and tight, because that's where you need to focus on. No pain, no gain. These are just $60 and worth every penny. Okay, so I'm breaking this chicken up into smaller pieces so I can get it in the pot. And usually in the past I've fed the back to Chakra, but today I think I'm going to throw it in the pot with everything else. And we'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to feed her part of this raw, because that's how dogs need it. I mean, they don't have to have it raw, but it's healthier for them to have it raw, because that's how a dog, you know, naturally consumes an animal after it's killed it. And this is a size animal that a dog could kill. Not like a cow or something huge. And that's one of the problems with dog food, because the animals that are being fed to dogs are too big, they're too heavy, the fat is too heavy for them. Okay, so these bones seem to be harder to cut. The bones on this animal are harder to cut than anything that I've cut before from the store. So let's see if we can get the wings off of this breast, chest. Okay, look how yellow. Look how yellow that is. Is that crazy? You've probably never seen a chicken that yellow. Now, a long time ago when I started eating Coleman Organic, I noticed how much more yellow they were than standard industrial chickens. But this is crazy. Now this knife is super sharp. I sharpened this morning, and I just barely touched my thumb with it, and it was bleeding. I just barely touched it. There we go. So I'm by no means an expert at cutting chickens, but we'll get there. So now we're putting all of these look at the organ meats in there. We're putting all of this good chicken in this big slow cooker pot. I got this from the local rummage sale for like $3. It's like brand new. In those big pots. So now we'll put a bunch of veggies in there. Oh, you want some raw, huh? Do you want a wing? Do you want one of these wings? Okay, come on. There she goes. It's good, huh? This is a large part of why I'm raising these chickens, because I know she needs quality meat. Always good, huh? Okay, so this is by no means easy. Raising the chicken, killing the chicken, and then butchering the chicken, and now I've got to cook it up. And so, you know, it's a do-it-yourself thing. And just like they say, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. And this is a really, really good example of that. This is the gizzard. Look at that. Pure nutrition. I just gave her half the heart. And now let's give her a little liver raw. Good, huh? Okay, so and also I'm saving this for her. I'm saving her a claw, a foot, and a leg for later. I also have these beautiful soother massage tools, and I have about 8 of these right now, the small ones for small hands, and about 8 of these large for large hands. And they're the best because you can hold them so solidly. And that's just key, because you really need to have some power to work into your feet. And these are for places where you can't really get with a big tool. You can get into a lot more places with this, but you know, they're both the best tools, and each one has a purpose. One's the fine tool and one's the bolt tool. Chakra, do you want to eat a chicken claw? Do you want to eat that one? Okay. She's like, Dad, I have never eaten a chicken claw. It's like, that's kind of interesting. Just may need to think about that for a minute, huh? Alright, well, you'll get it. You'll get it. Was that good? Hey, stay outside. Are you eating it? Yeah, there it goes. Oh, them are good, huh? That's a whole chicken claw. Oh, it's gone. Okay, we've pretty much got everything we want in the pot. The chicken, potatoes, onions, garlic, spices. So now, I'm gonna add some water. Filtered spring water, and cook her up. It was good, huh? You got to eat a whole chicken claw and a whole wing and about 1/3 of a gizzard and a liver, part of a liver, and part of a heart too. Oh my gosh, that's just what a hairy girl wants to eat, huh? Yeah. Okay, so this is a partnership, and it's a lot of work taking care of chickens, you know? It's a whole lot of work getting it started, and then there's a degree of maintenance involved. Everybody's got to eat every day, and this morning I spent quite a bit of time cleaning out the chicken houses. That's a regular thing that has to be done. So they got new pine shavings in there and all cleaned out. They got to run around all over the place today. New water in there. That's my pretty birdies. That's my pretty birdies. This is my prettiest birdie. Right there. He's all colors. I think it's a boy. Initially it was supposed to be a girl. But that one's got green, red, orange, yellow, blue, every color of the rainbow. And these are my nice girls right here. These are my nice girls, and those are supposed to lay a lot of eggs. That's called an azure brown. This is a barred rock. That's a barred rock. And this is an Asian black. And she's got gold in her neck. If she'd let me get close to her, you'd be able to see the gold. So yeah, it's a lot of work taking care of chickens, and it's a lot of work butchering them, but we'll get to reap the benefits later. Okay, so I know there are going to be some angry vegan comments down below, but I'll probably just block them because I've already explained to you guys that the basic deal is that as soon as I'm ready, like I'm not craving meat anymore, and I'm totally ready to be vegan, then I will be. But other than that, I'm going to eat quality food, and that includes quality wild meats. And I have to do that myself. But yeah, this is coming right along. It's getting hot. It's very hot on the side, and that means that this slow cooker is working. I've never used it before because it's so big. So big that I've never really had to use it because it's just me and Chakra. But yeah, it was kind of a long process, but of course it's my first time, and I'm sure that that'll get better and easier. I really think I did well for my first time cooking a chicken or butchering a chicken, and so I'll just get better and better as usual.